Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here, and we're off for more of the Sacred Blacksmith RPG, an RPG Maker game that I made myself. In the last episode, we did battle with Princess Charlotte's guardians, Doris, Margot, and Penelope. I couldn't remember her name for a second now, that is terrible. But in this episode, well, they are staying with us, so what we have to do is just show them to our humble abode, where they've already annoyed Cecily to the point of, I don't know, to the point of exploding, I guess, and I'm getting a little bit of frame rate drops occasionally. I don't know why that is, but now it seems to have smoothed out as soon as I pointed out. But yeah, we gotta go home, so let's do that. Do I have to let them stay? Yes, no choice. Oh no, leave now! But yeah, can't be done. So I'm gonna have to say yes. And this is where our next episode begins. So this is Campbell House, huh? It's a lot smaller than I thought it would be. I thought you were a noblewoman, Cecily. I am a former noble. You didn't say that before. I would if you had let me get in a word edgewise. That's enough, Doris. We'll just have to deal with it until the Emperor gives us his reply. It's not that bad. It's better than staying at some run-down hotel. I've just heard about enough of you, little lady. You're lucky to be staying at the Campbell House. What do you think you're doing to the princess? Yeah, unhand her. How dare you manhandle her? Quit your yapping! I am the keeper of the Campbell House, Theo Adkins, which means I'm in charge of everything that goes on around this place. What I say goes. But you're nothing more than a lowly servant girl. You have no right to speak to a princess that way. I do not give a crap who you are, kid. That face is scary. Royalty or not, in my eyes, you're just a bunch of freeloaders, and I do not put up with that. In fact, we have a saying in my family. There's only one thing to give a mooch. Death. Lol. Theo's quite a funny character. It's a shame that she only has like most of a very important role in this episode. And there's no action in this episode, but it's mostly just like slight fan service jokes, but as well as character development with this entire group, pretty much, that's on the screen right now. You three look absolutely precious. They've been put in maid outfits. And stupid. Quit laughing, I'm gonna get you for this. It's bad enough making us wear these frilly maid outfits, but I can't believe you're forcing Princess Charlotte to wear one too. You're gonna pay! Whack. No, it's Doris, no! Damn you! Bonk, bonk. Wow, Theo. Do you think you're being a little rough on them? They're getting their just desserts, miss. I will not allow these three brats to make a mockery of the Campbell House. And you. I heard you ordered them to attack, Miss Cecily. Well, you better be on your best behaviour, because I've got my eye on you, missy. Oh, okay, I promise I'll behave from now on. You gotta admit that she'll be pretty scared, because Theo is monstrous. It's a shame she isn't a knight. She could be a really good party member, like I said before. Good, because I hate digging graves. Poor Doris. Maybe she was a knight, but she went into retirement and this is what she does now. Who knows? Fine, I see what you guys are trying to do here. To prove that we're not freeloaders, the four of us will work to repay you for our stay. However, I want you to work with us. Who? Me? All you ever do is stand there and smirk. It's only fair you do your part too. You're delusional. I'm the one who's in charge here. Not a bad idea, kid. Don't you think we should leave this to the professionals? Let's not forget that I am master of the Campbell House. This isn't funny, Theo. Put me right now. God, you gotta have a motive to do that, otherwise you're gonna slur my speech like I did. Maybe I should pause that just a little. I don't know. My goodness, what's all the commotion in here all about? Oh, hello, Miss Campbell. It seems we have new servants, at least temporarily. Well, that's wonderful. As they say, the more the merrier, right? She's got such a posh voice, so, I don't know. I'll try my best. Because most of the voice acting here is going to be pretty similar because they're all females. It's annoying. Calm down, Theo. I'm telling you, this is not a good idea. Don't worry. This won't hurt. It'll be over before you know it. Cut it out! I demand you stop! She does get stripped down here, but because of gameplay reasons, I just had her in a bikini. Like so. Yeah. Why does this happen to me? She whines like a baby. I can't blame her. She's getting forced to put on a frilly maid outfit. And she's not supposed to do that kind of stuff. She's a friggin' knight, for Christ's sake. Anyway, the next day, I'm blabbering. We picked up a bunch of scrap mail today. Yeah, and walking around to collect it is such a pain. I don't think you should be complaining when we're getting it all for free. Hey, we got some more for you. Coming! There you go. You can have these 2 pieces. Oh, thank you so much, sir. The destruction from the previous battle. Nah. It's a mess. Why did I come to a rescue again? I have better things to do than get involved in other people's business. I have my own problems. The memories that still haunt me to this very day. So, why? Huh? Lisa? That didn't look like Lisa. Or did it? We'll have to find out later. Oh, Luke! It was Cecily the whole time. Maybe Luke was imagining things. That's for later. So, yeah, what the hell are you doing here? I don't know. What the hell are you wearing? Luke! Hey, I've been looking for you. Is something wrong? Wow! Oh my goodness, you look so cute, Miss Cecily! So, why are you dressed like a maid? Oh, Theo is forcing me to wear this while I do chores for the Campbell house. Wait, doesn't she work for you? Legitimate question, good sir. Don't look at me! I don't understand why you're so embarrassed. Just a little bit of a warning, I'm going to have a bit of an anime cutscene appear. It's actually directly from the anime, but it's only about 5 seconds, and it kind of adds to it, so that shouldn't be that big of an issue. I don't understand why you're so embarrassed. Well, I'm supposed to be a fearless knight, and now I'm all frilly. Well, you don't have to freak out, it looks good on you. I don't think I've ever seen you blush before. Oh god. Falcon Punch! Miss Cecily, you forgot your apples! Ah, what the hell did I do this time? Poor Luke, always getting Falcon punched in the face. I have to get home quickly. I don't want anyone else seeing me like this. Yeah, if you just imagine Cecily a few steps to the right. That's where she was originally supposed to spawn, but because there's an event wall right here, she actually spawned behind there. Then you would go back to the other area where you're not supposed to, but then to fix it you would go back here, and then you would spawn roughly about here. So never mind, that was part of 1.4. I fixed that issue as well, so we're still covering the issues that I fixed, so they're not in the finished version, as you can clearly see. And these guys just tell you what you usually know, but if you want to go stock right now, you can't, because Cecily, he does not want to be seen like this. But notice that you've actually got a different portrait as well as a different weapon class, if you will. You can't dequip or equip everything, you're just stuck with the basics. Maid costume, a dress for doing chores. Provides agile movement and raises charge. Which would be spirit. I still haven't changed that. Why did I not change that? Oh, whatever. Campbell House hairband and the guard knife we already know. We can't really do anything with our equipment, but she does come loaded with skills that you cannot really use. They're just there because, well, what else can she do? So, whatever, but that's not really interesting. Except for, I want to talk about Bitch Slap. It adds stun status to your attack, just to make a point, but it's a bit of a weak attack. It kind of like sacrifices actual attack power just to do a little bit of damage and a stun effect. But the Sucker Punch does the same amount of damage as your normal physical attack, but with stun status. I guess Luke got the brunt of that attack right there, so yeah. And if you go to status, you can actually view her status screen. I know the quality is a little bit shoddy, but for some reason it comes out like that in the game. But when I view it like a normal image, it does not look like that. It looks a little bit clearer. So I don't know. Cecily was forced to watch over and invite Charlotte and her group to stay in her house, and because they badmouthed her house, the maid Theo was mad and forced the guests to work as maids as rent. But Cecily had to become a maid too. Yep. She's a maid, practical joke. Max! Max is being noisy today. So yeah, that's all that we can do as maid Cecily for now. I would have picked that up. I can't really remember. It's taking forever to get through this game because I'm doing 2 episodes of Final Fantasy VI. So that's the more prominent Let's Play, but I'm almost done. We're like episode 60 into that game. 61 actually, excuse me. Well, I was able to like cut down a whole hour worth of recording into about 25 minutes, so I decided to add an extra 10 minutes on top of it, just to make it a 35-minute video. I know it's kind of long, and it's literally my maximum limit, but at the same time, I wanted to get that boss done, so I didn't have to deal with it later. It's nice to see everyone helping out around here. What does Theo have to say? Because, well, we gotta find out what to do. She is our boss now. It's nice to have some help here once in a while. Everyone is helping out in the shed out back. Go help them. So, now we know where to go. Time for the next cutscene. It's pretty much just walking to each cutscene at this point. But don't worry, we'll get into more action in the next episode. This is more like just, yeah, stuffs. Come on, Lady Knight. Help us out, will you? I still don't understand why I have to help. Hey! Watch it, I just swept over there. All you do is get in the way, Cecily. Oh, sorry about that. So, how many boxes are in here anyway? Well, I don't know, it's your house. I just never realised there were so many. Cecily, watch out! Even Doris had to move out of the way because that block just moved. I swear, you can't do anything right, can you? Theo always takes care of this stuff. All by herself? You mean you never help her do anything around here? No. Princess Charlotte, should we start cleaning the armour next? Let's air them out in the courtyard first. Good call. So, how is it that you're good at all this cleaning stuff? Princesses don't do chores. True. But I'm a well-rounded princess, so I've learned to cook and clean with the best of them. Actually, I think that a princess should learn to at least clean her bloody room. It's kind of like the basics. You don't want a princess to be a slob, do you? Unless that's what you're into, I don't know. These girls have taught me what it means to lead a normal life. A normal life? Thanks to them, I know how to even do the most mundane tasks. But if you're a princess, you shouldn't have to— Move it, Cecily! You're kinda in the way. Uh-oh. What the— Smashing! Look at the devastation! You're the most clumsiest person I have ever met. Yeah. Ow. She caused a mess. That was crazy. But yeah. Cecily the Clumsy Knight. It's a thing. Good work, girls. You guys got a lot done today. Why don't you go for a nice bath? So that's where our next target is. Or cutscene, either. I'm gonna stay here for a bit. Yep. Arya doesn't get to be in a maid outfit. Funny thing is, in the manga, in like the title covers or whatever, like the cover images, Arya is actually in a maid's outfit, and she is actually part of the scene when they're in the baths, which we're going to go into in a second. But apparently in the anime they didn't stick Arya in there, so I don't know why that is. Maybe Arya was ill for most of it. Maybe the voice actor for Arya was not well or not in during those days, so they just cut her out of there quickly. I don't know. I have no clue. So yeah, all you do is get in the way, Cecily. You're the most clumsiest person I've ever met. Where are the baths in the sea? I know there's a big special one somewhere. I did say I was looking forward to a bath, but where is it? It can't be far away. That's a clue. In case you haven't already looked around Houseman and memorised everything, that's a big clue. So we're going to meet them over there. So let's find this bath. Maybe it's just a straight-on route from where we just were, perhaps. If that dude could get out of the way. Oh, sure enough, here are the baths. This is the only time you can enter them. So, yeah. Don't worry, not going to be naked. They're going to be treated like it's a swim pool in the bikinis. It's because I know I said it's 16 plus and it has got high sexual jokes. In the anime, they are naked, but most of their body is covered with steamy water underneath the surface. Yeah, so I just, you know what, it was hard to make it into sprites anyway. I wasn't going to have naked sprites. That was just rude, so. I don't know how to explain this without sounding like a complete noob, but at the same time sounding like a complete censor addict at the same time, so I don't know. We'll just go with it. I'm blabbering. Charlotte, Margot, Doris, Penelope, and Cecily all entered the largest of the public baths to relax after all that dirty work in the Campbell Gardens shed. Ah, much better. Haven't got multiple voices. You know, Cecily, I think you may be the biggest klutz on the planet. Probably because our giant knockers get in the way. Right, they're so big I want to squeeze them. Yeah. Squeeze them? I gotcha. Honk, honk. Ah! And they go stupid in the water. But we don't get to see it, because it's hard to make that in sprites. In fact, I think I would have to draw completely different sprites for that. I might change that. Like I said, this is the finished game, hopefully without any more glitches. If I want to do upgrades later, I'll think about it. We can't go back yet, you know, not till we finally decide to until you finally decide to hand over the Demon Sword of Wind. It's not going to happen, so give it up. I'm not leaving without it. Guess you're stuck with me. You've already got 4 of them, why do you need another one? What difference do you think Arya's going to make? I must have it. Without that sword, I may never be able to fulfill my mother's wish. So yeah, it's not all just laughs. We've got like a sad, emotional cutscene coming up, as well as backstory of, well, Princess Charlotte. But why don't you just explain to her you couldn't get it? I can't. She passed away a year ago. I'm sorry. I had no idea. It's okay. I probably should have told you before. Not nice to be in a conversation and all of a sudden that pops up. So, your dagger. The Emperor gave it to my mother, and she passed it along to me when she died. It's the only proof I have of my lineage. Hey Charlotte, can I ask you something? I don't mean to pry, but what was your mother's wish? My mother always wanted to return to the Empire, and to be recognized as nobility. She never said it to me outright, but I knew she longed for the Emperor's approval. Even as a child I could see that. My mother was never bad-mouthed the Emperor. Even after all the pain he put her through, she just wanted for him to recognize us. And eventually the heartbreak of waiting took its toll on her. Until the very end, she truly believed the Emperor would come around. And if my mother believed in him, then I can't help but think that I should too. If he would acknowledge me as his daughter, maybe he'd recognize her as a noble as well. That's my hope. To fulfill her wish. Who knew that a 10-year-old could have such an epic story? Ocarina of Time, Childlink. Anyway. But yeah, kind of touching, I guess. Later that night. Get your hands off my meat! No fair, I already claimed it. Would you two quit fighting? Better grab some pasta before it's gone. So yummy. I never thought a sword could put food away like you can. Food always tastes better when you're surrounded with good company. Wouldn't you agree? Yeah. So how was your dinner, Charlotte? I hope it's to your liking. There's stuff I've never tried before, but my mum told me not to be picky. It certainly sounds like your mother raised you well. Oh, I bet you've never tried lobster before. I think you'll like it. Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am. The whole party was held as a result, as per usual, when it involves food. Food! Yummy. Well, of course it is. Half my job is in the kitchen. I don't mind saying I'm a pretty awesome chef. Guess what, Princess Charlotte? I helped Theo make dinner. She's a great helper. She's got potential. Who are you kidding? You couldn't have done it without me. Whoa! Hold it right there. Whoa. You're not the only one who can cook around here, Missy. You tell her, Penelope. Now, kiddies, no fighting at the table. So, do you think if we eat as much as they do, our boobs will get that big? Leave my chest out of this. They must eat a ton. Look at Cecily's rack. I'd eat a ton too if it would give me bigger tatas. You can have my plate, Penelope. You need to eat this way more than I do. Why do you always pick on me like this, Margot? My chest is about the same size as yours. It's not like you're some foxing babe. I don't know. Everyone has their opinions. And by the way, just so you know, the whole group with Charlotte, they're not even related. They're all friends. Which is not exactly explained, but Doris, Margot, and Penelope in the manga, yeah, I'm bringing up the manga a lot in this episode, say that they cast off their family names, left their families just to look after their most cherished friend, which was Charlotte. Which is pretty sweet, actually. It's an emotional anime. What can I say? Hello, Charlotte. I keep talking about the anime and everything. I'm ruining the cutscenes. Your needlepoint is beautiful. Thank you. Do you know what this is? Did your mother teach you how to do it? I wish she had, but she never got around to it. Oh, well, would you like to learn? You want to thread that? You want that thread to come through here and back through here. You mean like this? Perfect. Why don't you try working on some flowers for me? Okay. Like this. See? You did it. You're a natural, Charlotte. Thank you for teaching me, Mrs. Campbell. Wow, that was a very quick lesson. The next morning... What's the matter? It's nothing. I just feel weak compared to Doris and the other girls. I'm sorry I couldn't protect you. I should be the one apologising to you. I wasn't able to protect you either. I just need to be prepared if it happens in the future. We won't let that happen to us again. You have so much power, it's overwhelming. I have to learn to control it. Arya? I need to ask a favour of you. If it's not a bother, would you practice with me for a while? Sure thing. It won't take too long, will it? Sorry, you got somewhere where you need to be? No, but in exchange, I like a favour too. I want to go see the other demon swords. That's a clue. Okay, that shouldn't be a problem. They should be stored somewhere in the Night Guard courthouse somewhere. Let's go as soon as I'm ready. Arya, join the party! Would you like to save your game now? I think we're good for now, because there's not much else to do. Is Arya a little low-leveled? Yes, she is. Because in a minute, we're going to be able to control Arya on her own. And I may want to go get her a couple of levels, just to level her out with the rest of the team. Because if you're using her transformed all the time, she's not going to gain experience, which is kind of a bugger. But, it happens, I guess. It happens. But first, if I want to do that, I mean, I guess I could have Cecily in the battle as well, but at the same time. By the way, you're back to normal Cecily, in case that wasn't obvious by the costume you're already in. You got forms, it's a thing, and have you already noticed, we actually kept our levels throughout both the form changes. In fact, I actually had to replace the entire variable, like, part of the script, because apparently, with RPG Maker VX, the variable transfer or holding script or whatever is bugged, so you have to actually replace the entire script with a patch fix, and you have to do it every time that you're creating a new game. It sucks. Unless you go directly into the files, but I don't want to do that because it's... I don't know. Anyway, we've got to go through here. And I actually never picked up this chest. I'm an idiot. Well, we can grab it in a second, I guess. As you can see, this is where the Night Guards are keeping 3 of their demon swords. Evadne's being held in the jail cells just to be safe. It's wild. I never realised there's so many kinds of different sort of demon swords. Sometimes I think, staying in sword form forever must be a blessing. Hey, Cecily, the captain is looking for you. Be right there. Sorry, Arya. It's fine. I could just wait for you here if you'd like. Yeah, okay. Cecily left the party. Shock horror! We're not playing as Cecily for a change. We're actually playing as Arya. Because that's the only team member left. I must go see Evadne. Yes! You don't see this every time, do you? And don't worry, if you think you could use this to break the game, that won't happen. This will happen instead. Arya won't transform unless Cecily's in the party, so don't worry, you can't break the game. And even if you were in control of other people and somehow Arya's in your team, just for like some bugged out reason, which I don't think happens, Cecily still has to be in the team in order for it to happen. It was originally created for this reason, but you know. Anyway, get a frame shield here. I don't think I can equip that with my current weapon. No, I can't. Oh well, that's a thing. So, you know what I'm actually going to do? I don't know if I want to level grind now, actually. I mean, I would like to get a couple of levels at least. How close am I to the next level? 1062. It will be a pain to do it on my own. You know what? Screw it. I'm not going to do any battles. Let's just get on with the plot. We're going to get into a massive battle anyway, but then again, it will once again only be set. You know what? I'm going to level grind. God damn it. Because Arya's not going to be available in the next boss battle anyway, so I'll meet you guys in a second. I'm going to get either 1 or 2 levels. Arya is now level 10 and slow was learnt. Thank bloody Christ. I did most of my leveling in here, but with a 1 team member and Arya's not exactly the best fighter, all I could do was spam attack. And yeah, so it's not recommended to play just as Arya, especially when you're leveling up in the when I'm like clearly underleveled, because now I'm level 10 in a level 7 area, but I'm a one-man party, and we already know in all RPGs, one-man parties are never fun. I'm gonna meet you back at the Night Guard courthouse now. God damn. I must say, it did take a good 10 minutes, because I kept getting put to sleep, and then once they hit me, I could actually wake up. But anyway, we gotta, you know what, I'm actually gonna go a different way. And I could actually go a different way up here, so excuse me for a second. We're not going to go that way to the prison. I'm actually going to go a completely different way. Let's leave the area and go through this back area, because we haven't seen this area that much. Because this is like the guard area, the jail cells themselves. Houseman City Jail. Enter with care as dangerous criminals may be held here, of course. This is the training area. This is like their work shed or whatever that we can't access right now. We can go in there, don't worry. But the night main storage shed. Only knights with certain amounts of experience may enter. So, we're going to have to do something special in order to get access to that. But let's go in here. And, well, there's Evadne. Can we talk to this dude? Yeah, he just says the usual crap. Let's go talk to Evadne. I heard a lot about you, Evadne. I was pleasantly surprised to learn that there was another sword like me. There's a question I've been wanting to ask you. As far as I know, you and I are the only demon swords capable of taking human form. Why are we different than all the others? Why won't you answer me? What is our purpose? Why can we take human form when others can't? We are demon swords. Demons born of the demon contract, who happen to take form of a sword. That is what we are. I know, that is not what I asked. I want to know why we exist in the first place. Oh, you'll find out. Trust me. When the time comes, you'll know. May have something to do with the mountains up north. That towers over Houseman, you know. It's got that Death Mountain ring. A few uneventful days pass, waiting for a reply from the Emperor. On the evening before the reply is received. Hey, Cecily? Forget it, I'm not gonna switch cleaning days with you again. No, why are you treating us so well? You don't have to. What do you mean? Even though we tried to steal Arya from you, you're still nice to us. Well, of course, don't be silly. Everybody makes mistakes sometimes. I've forgiven you. You have? Now that I've lived with the three of you, I know you're all good people. You're just trying to make Charlotte happy. Well, yeah, we try. But you won't gain anything from this. We can't even help you pay for letting us stay here. I'm not looking for any kind of payment. I just happen to be a nice person. Your father would have said the same thing, miss. You remind me of him so much sometimes, it's uncanny. Well, if Cecily takes her after her father, that explains why she's so masculine, huh? Masculine? What are you talking about? I'm as girly as you are. Okay, so maybe I'm not as girly as you, but still. What's Charlotte up to? Maybe she's getting sentimental. Mother? Oh. She's just confused Cecily's mum for her own mum. That couldn't be good. Charlotte? Come in, child. It's okay. Usa, it's okay. Isn't this breeze just wonderful? Miss Campbell? Is there something wrong, my dear? No, not at all. I just wanted to say thank you for letting us stay here at Campbell House. I'm happy. I really have enjoyed the time we've spent together. But as soon as I get a reply from the Emperor, my time here will come to an end. But I don't want to leave. I feel so completely lost. This is the first time I've ever felt it like this, and it scares me. I know it must be hard. Lately I've been thinking, maybe it would be better if I didn't go back to the Empire, but maybe I should just stay here where I'm happy. But no! I can't let my own selfishness get in the way of fulfilling my mother's wish. I can't. I couldn't live with myself. All this time, I have lived with the sole purpose of making my mother's wish come true. But now I'm torn between her dying wish and my own happiness. If I choose happiness, do you think she'll forgive me? Please help me. Tell me what to do. Mrs. Campbell. Charlotte, you poor thing. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I can't make that decision for you, my dear. But I'm sure your mother would want nothing more than for her own daughter to be happy. Really? You think so? Mm-hmm. It's like I tell Cecily. Always remember this. Do not live for other people's happiness, but for your own. Live for my own happiness? Mrs. Campbell? Are you sure that's okay? I'm sure. Your mother would be proud. The next day started out as a cloudy, dark morning, and a reply from the Emperor has finally arrived. I have finally received a reply from the Emperor. Good. I'm ready to hear what he says. Yes, I think we've all waited long enough. The Emperor's reply was open. Dear Mayor Houseman, I regret to inform you that I have no descendant with the name Charlotte E. Frobisher. These women are bandits who have stolen our precious demon swords. They are abusing my good name to their advantage. The dagger the child presented to you is counterfeit. I ask that you please return the demon swords you confiscated. I also request extradition of the impostors as they have earned the wrath of the Empire.